Father, Son of our...
I've already said this, but I just want to thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you doing this? Are
Um,
you paid by someone, or is this a research project, or?
no, it's just somebody that's had something to say and nobody to say it to before. That's it.
So you, like, with your own money, you just printed this sign and you just come here and do this?
Yeah, you know, it all stemmed from me just wanting to figure out how I can give back, and this is the best way I know how.
Very beautiful movie. Yeah, it's beautiful. And every time I walk by and see you talking to someone, I'm like, gives me this little hope, which we, I'll take it, man. I'll take
Well,
it.
thanks for stopping and letting me know. I appreciate that. Have a great one. All right, now we wait and see if anybody wants to have a chat.
Good things on the line.
Thank you.
Think you're getting a lot of traffic today?
Not quite, not yet. It's been, I've only been out here for maybe 30 minutes now, so yeah. Yeah, I usually stay out here for like maybe 2 hours, so it usually picks up after the second hour. Sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Hope it goes well.
Yeah, feel free to stop by anytime. Love to hear from you. No problem. Take it easy. Any takers? Want to chop it up with your man $100,000? To be honest, even if there's no takers, the whole point of this is to at the very least present the option. Give somebody the chance. Even with zero conversations, we're winning by presenting the opportunity. Yeah, if you want. All right, now. All right. Hey, man, now's your chance.
I got a stroll.
Okay. I'll be here for a little while.
Yeah,
Feel free to.
okay.
I'm Isaiah.
Isaiah? I'm Adam.
Adam, pleasure. Feel free to stop by and have a chat with me.
yeah.
Oh, hi.
This is my service dog.
Nah, you're good.
So tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
What is on my mind? I'm sure you've heard a lot about it today.
Actually, today's been pretty slow. You'd be, if you were to say, you'd be my first conversation.
Well, we received federal cuts over the weekend.
Oh, no.
I work for the Department of Health, and we are working on the software that modernizes the technology that processes all the infectious disease samples.
Wow.
And reports
do you
out
mind if
on
I just put this on for content? Is it okay with you?
Sure.
Here.
That's fine.
I'll just clip you right here.
Mm-hmm.
So please tell me more.
Sure. So I was hired during COVID because I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but the Department of Health, not just New York State, all across the country, across the world, discovered that all of our systems were really, really archaic and old.
Okay.
You know, modernized software, they don't do that for the Department of Health until it's an emergency. You know, the Department of Health should just function until all of a sudden, oh my God, it's an emergency, fix it. And then we don't have the funding because nobody funds it.
Wow.
But, I mean, people found out, they started realizing during COVID that we couldn't handle thousands of samples coming in. So they hired me to come in and lead a team to be able to handle bulk samples.
Wow.
And that took a lot of effort. We had to do it really quickly, and we did, because there were, you know, facilities like nursing homes and prisons and old age facilities that had to send us bulk. And then we realized we had to modernize all of the systems because they just were not legacy systems. They're old. I mean, think about your old Windows 3 or whatever. Like, think about old systems that nobody had been giving them the money to make them handle attackers.
Right.
You know, like bad players, you know, hacks. You know, just the people that want to make money or take advantage of people, instead of actually working and making a living for themselves. But so we've been modernizing that based on grant funding, of course, and I've been currently working on a system that's the laboratory information management system. So when a sample comes into the laboratory, it needs to be tracked from the moment it is sent in.
Okay.
So example, COVID. Or flu. We'll just make it less bad wordy. People get the flu, but you want to find out if you have the bad flu. So you go to your doctor and you get the sample taken. Well, they put it in the system and they send it to the Wadsworth Center.
Okay.
And you have to make sure that that sample stays with your demographics all the way through the entire process until it gets reported back out to you or your doctor or the local county saying there's flu in this area, or any other infectious disease or environmental impact.
Wow.
And if you don't follow those samples through, you could get mine. Maybe I have a disease that's killing me, but you don't. It's just obviously it shouldn't even be something we have to say. It's obvious.
Right.
You need to track these samples.
Right. 100%.
That funding was cut because it's COVID funding, and people don't understand that. They say, well, COVID's over. Sure.
Right.
But the necessity of updating and modernizing these systems is not over.
Right.
And ignorantly cutting funding impacts everybody. Like the people are like, oh, these cuts aren't going to impact me. They are, because you are going to die. Your children are going to get sick because we're not going to prevent diseases that we could prevent by detecting them ahead of time. Your animals are going to get sick and die because they're finding poisons or eating things. This isn't just about a politicized infectious disease, which is ridiculous that a disease could be politicized. People's health should just be people's health.
Right, 100%.
It's not something that should be a polarizing term or activity. Like that's just, it blows my mind that people are that ignorant and selfish. I mean, of course there are, though. People are about money and
yeah, exactly. I was going to mention that too.
It's money and power. And you know what doesn't make money? The Department of Health, because its job is to save lives, not make money. And when we stop doing our job, we're going to stop saving lives.
So who's responsible for these type of cuts? Like, is this like a...
This comes down from RFK directly and Doge.
Okay.
They're super proud of the fact that they are cutting billions of dollars from the Department of Health.
Wow.
They're saying that these are bloat. It's not true. There might be bloat in some organizations. Everywhere you go, every job I've held, you find people that get by skating by and pretending. I've worked with people that are like, oh, I'm doing work, and they're not really because they have their managers snowed. This is not the case. We do modern software development where we have processes in place to make sure that I know what you're working on. We use agile technology. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's an important way to develop software so that you make sure that you're doing what you should be doing. You use human-centered design to make sure that you're focusing on the human part.
Okay.
What are we doing? What do we needed to do? Make sure you're constantly talking with the users and that we're doing the most modern technology and that we're checking to make sure everybody on the team is doing what they should be doing. Like,
is that like some type of technology, like to supervise?
Yeah.
The people. Wow.
Yep.
I've never heard of
It's really cool, actually. I'm a certified product owner and Scrum Master. My previous job sent me to do it. A lot of companies are moving to Agile, and it was developed by software engineers maybe almost 30 years ago because there was this whole old methodology where you'd gather requirements and then you'd build stuff and then developers would develop and then QA would test it and then you'd release it, and between here and here this changed, the requirements changed. So now it's making sure you constantly check in with the users and you make sure everybody on the team understands what they're working on, and they, so yeah, it's actually designed to make sure that these things that people are talking about in the government don't happen.
Right.
And unfortunately, the government agencies are slow in taking up more modern technologies. This isn't going to help that. It's going to hinder it.
Right. What can people do? Is there any hope? Is there anything?
I'm a Pollyanna. It's hard for me to say there is no hope. Protest. Write to your governments, let people know. I actually wrote a piece that I'm trying to figure out where to publish it because I want people to understand what this is doing. This isn't just getting rid of jobs that you think are wasting taxpayer dollars. This is getting rid of jobs that are supporting the health of you and your families.
Right.
Like, this is not about age or sex or race or sexual preference. This is about your health.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're black or white, or if you're young or old, or if you're Republican or Democrat or liberal, or it doesn't. None of those matter. Right. You're human.
Right. That's right.
You're alive or you're dead. So that's really what people need to. That sign that was out on the highway for a while that said the only race that matters is the human race. I like that. I do also think that the animals and the trees matter too, because they are here on this planet with us.
Right.
My daughter works in environmental science because that's what she wants to save, is the planet.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So it seems like passion for overall well-being for humans and in all creatures in general really runs in your blood.
It does.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
My mom has a publication called Green Energy Times, and her publication's all about promoting the health of the planet. And that's how I was raised. She was a hippie. So I was raised with peace and love as part of my life. So
it sounds like awareness and the spread of word and knowledge.
that's what people need to do. They need to stop feeling hatred and anger and blame, and they need to step up together. Like, this isn't about supporting Trump or not. He's unaware of this, or else he's rich enough that it doesn't impact him until it does.
Right. 100%.
You know, he got vaccinated, even though he was telling people not to get vaccinated. RFK got vaccinated, even though he told people not to. They were politicizing something that should not have been politicized. Wow. Keeping the masses ignorant is evil.
Right. 100%.
So, anyways.
Wow.
You weren't expecting that when I
No,
sat down.
I appreciate that. Can you tell me your name and title again?
Tisha McGeehan. And I'm project manager for New York State Department of Health at the Wadsworth Center.
Can I ask you one more thing before I let you go? I like to ask everybody, I'm curious to see what your definition of success is.
Happiness. I am very sad that I believe that a lot of people, the answer to that would be power and money. Money does not make happiness.
Right.
Owning a big, huge yacht doesn't make you happy. You might be content basking in the sun and jumping into those blue waters, but it does not make you happy.
Right. I've noticed that the people that have kind of touched those elements of success, or reach those heights in their lives, are the ones that usually mention that doesn't really do it for them.
No, it doesn't. I have a lot of wealthy friends, and they're happier up on my mom's land, trimming trees with me, or swimming in her pond, or taking hikes in her woods. Those don't have anything to do with money.
Right.
They have to do with being yourself and embracing nature and your family and your neighbors. So
wow, like a lot of self-fulfillment, things like that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to share all that with me.
You're welcome.
I sincerely appreciate that.
What was your name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yes.
Again, thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Have a great one. You too. Hello. I'm sorry? Oh, I believe it's right down that hallway down there on your right side. Yes. Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. There he is. Man with the doggo. Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
Like, you're not video recording, or if you are. Oh, you are. Is it okay if I crack this?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right.
You mind if I throw this on you for content?
Sure. I want to talk to you about the National Union of the Homeless.
Okay.
And the state budget.
Sure.
So, well, I'm a disabled vet.
Oh, wow.
And
thank you for your service.
Hey, no, thank you for yours. You serving the community, being out here. For someone like me to talk, state capital right here. Like, this is Albany. People talk about how this city's nothing. What do you mean? It's like that mindset around here. It's so toxic. It's so crabs in a bucket.
Yeah.
But right now, we need there's a couple state assembly people who are leaning on going hard for this budget that's going to have $250 million. Like, it's a no questions asked thing for housing for homeless people.
Yeah.
And Kathy Hochul's saying, I'm not going to sign off on this on the budget because this $250 million is going to cost the state $6 billion. How much did it cost her to build that stadium for the Buffalo Bills? And like, when I was in the military, I played in the military football league.
Oh, wow.
And
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Huh?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, no, that's right. For
yeah, dude, I worked out with, I met Drew Brees. I got mushed into the ground by Zach Ertz.
Oh, man, what position did you play?
Outside linebacker.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, not big enough for the real boys league, but I'm hoping to get my shit together and run some dirt in arena here. Wow. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, that's just like that's my mindset. Go.
Yeah.
And I can't do like corporate America shit.
Yeah. Tell me about a little bit about what branch did you serve in?
Navy.
The Navy. How long?
9 years and change.
9 years, wow.
I got him when I was in the Middle East.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get him all the way out here?
Well, he's my illegal immigrant.
Okay.
And I'm half Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. My father's whole side of the family came here from genocide during World War I.
Wow.
Yeah, and so just all the hate that goes on in America, like right now. Like, I spent 4 years forward deployed overseas, and I come back here to Donald Trump's America back in like 2019, and just like, it was scarier than being in fucking war. Because just seeing how guarded and angry people are and how they look at people in their community.
Yeah.
and just like, and it's based off shit like skin color. And like, I wear baggy clothes a lot because people get weird when I walk around and, oh my God, he's muscular. Like, I'm sorry, your tax dollars paid me to kill those people who look like my cousins across the sea. Like, sorry, like you support the troops. You say that. You say you support vets, but the fuck you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. And they're like, I vote every 4 years. I voted for Kamala. She's not the answer either.
What's the answer?
The answer is us coming together, community, building a cultural identity. And I think Albany, like if you think about like Memphis and shit, and like you think about Delta Blues, but like Memphis hip hop is also like a huge understated thing. And I'm huge into hip hop, man. I'm trying to like do a hip hop podcast at my boy's house.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, dude. Music's my whole life. That's all I wanted to do.
Me too.
What kind?
Hip hop, man.
I'm
a producer. I make beats.
I'm a drummer, vocalist, and guitarist. Yeah.
I play piano too.
We should link up.
Yeah, man, I got my information over here on the notepad. You
can I'll take it down.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah, for sure.
Isaiah. Sorry, you get me a little gassed up, and I gotta let me take a sip.
Yeah, man, do your thing, man. You called me right before I was about to pack up.
Yeah, no, but you see, and like, and I look at the camera too because like this is just natural energy.
Yeah.
100%. I do stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been doing stand-up for?
Like a year and 3 weeks.
Okay.
But like I went and did my first stand-up. You know how every stand-up you got Dave Chappelle going out there. He's like, the first time I bombed.
Yeah.
First time I did it, it was my 31st birthday. I'm 32.
Okay.
I've been waiting my whole life to do stand-up. I just like I didn't know how to.
It's on my bucket list too.
I didn't know how to get jokes in order. I just was like, do I fucking just go up there and talk? And this dude grabbed me and he said, hey man, this is rough draft night. And I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
And I just went up there and I made like autistic jokes because I'm autistic as fuck.
Okay.
And I just like talked about that shit. Like I got this whole thing. I was talking about the dude who invented stairs. Yeah. Like think about that. The first, like we talk about reinventing the wheel and shit, but like there was a dude who one day, and you know it was a dude because if it was a chick, they would have like worked together. Yeah. Like found some community, like whatever they needed to get with stairs. But there was this dude, he had like a stick or something because like, this is before civilization.
Yeah.
He's like scrabbling the dirt and like, what the fuck you trying to do, man? Yeah. Building fucking stairs. The fuck are stairs? What are you doing? Just get up the hill, grab this shit, let's do the work. And they're like, no, stairs will make it better. And he just got upset and more upset. And then he made his kids and he beat down them. You're making stairs, but they could never make good stairs. Nobody wanted to fucking use that shit. Yeah. And I mean, that's why we got pyramids all over the goddamn planet. Think about it, right?
Yeah, so you think they just was like adamant about it in the
yes. And then like, no, you gotta build it. God's up there, stairs to God. And but no, it was just some crazy fucking dude. Like everybody has an asshole dad. Yeah. And they know, like if your dad just was like, hey, my dad said we're building stairs, you're building fucking stairs. Yeah. Like you're building stairs today.
Yeah.
And see, he knows. He doesn't even know his dad. He knows my dad though.
Eventually people called on and was like, hey man, these work a little better than a hill.
Yeah, exactly. That was such a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And that was very natural. Like, and you're recording. I love that.
Yeah, man.
How many times do you do this a week? Or like?
I go out once a week, every Monday, and I go to a different location. It's like a pop-up.
Yeah, I fucking love that. It's so cool. And it's wild because like this is gonna seem staged to somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get those comments for sure. For sure. It's about if it's okay with you, you'll be in my first episode, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I like you a lot, Isaiah.
I appreciate that, man. So
if you're packing up.
Oh yeah, in a minute, but I'll ask you. I like to ask a question to everybody.
Yeah.
I have two. I have like a silly question and like a more of like a serious question.
Yeah. You're like the hip hop interviewer dude, the white guy. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Not Norwood.
Yeah, him.
Okay,
yeah, no. Yeah, I'm saying you're just like Nardwuar.
Yeah. So all right. So
no, hip hop's my whole life, dude.
My fun question is top 3 favorite seats, man. You know, you got gamer chairs, you got beanbag chairs.
Beanbag chairs and saggy couches.
Okay. Yeah, nah.
And I like L couches. You get in that corner, all you know what I mean? And then I get up there and I pat on the and then he jumps up and he knows. You asking us about seats. We like to sit down.
I like those. You ever seen the big round one that has a big cushion?
Yeah. It's got like and it's like in the rotating thing.
Exactly.
I haven't been in one of those since I was a kid. I saw this woman. She had some nice ones on her porch and. It's funny, I was walking by and like her and her man were like going through some shit and he was drinking.
Yeah.
And they smashed these chairs. And I was like, oh man, I haven't seen those since I was a kid. And like, it's so funny that you mentioned that because I was like, it's not Swan Street, Delaware. This was on Delaware Ave.
Okay. Oh,
like just going down over that way. Like
yeah.
I just was out. I like to walk around the rain.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the serious question?
The serious one. What's your definition of success?
Whatever you want it to be.
You think it's different per person? It's whatever they decide.
It's about your heart and your soul. Because I'm so anti-corporate. I'm so anti this American, and it's all this white like. So there's this speech by a dude from the Lakota Nation, and I'm forgetting his name. And it's so funny because he didn't write this speech. Yeah. Like he dictated it. Dictating means you because it's oral history. Yeah. He talks about how the speech is called "For America to Live, Europe Has to Die," because this whole idea of because of normalcy in America, it all comes from white European folk, and everybody around and especially if you're African American, Black American, I don't know how you identify. That's why I say it both ways. I like to say Black American because even though you have African roots, and I've been to Africa, it's not a disrespect. Like people who came from Africa and their identities were stolen. And I understand because my family comes from genocide. Like parts of my whole family. I'm still meeting people through Ancestry.com, and it's oh, you're my dad's cousin. Yeah. How are we related? I don't know. They got murdered. Oh my goodness. But the whole reason they stole people from Africa was because they don't speak English. Yeah. And they're like, oh wow, these are some good slave folk. And then they're getting too uppity. We trained them too good. Why don't they enjoy? Why don't they enjoy being? Because they're people, not fucking animals. How hard is it to just think of? And I swear to God, and a lot of it goes back to Britain. And I will let you go after this, but because they conquered the fucking world. And they turned the world on its fucking head. Watch Lawrence of Arabia. See what they did in India, Sri Lanka, all those places. See what the French did in Madagascar. I mean, the English and the French were murdering people in Africa in the 1960s under Queen Elizabeth. And she's so great. She stamped off on that shit. The fuck do they have? Why do I care about royalty? Yeah. Royalty's the people. We make it. That's us.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yours.
You got an email?
Yeah.
Put your email down, man, and anybody that's on the email will get a heads up. You'll be the only one with a heads up of where I'll be the day before.
Yeah. I like you, Isaiah. I like you so much.
I like you too, man. I appreciate that.
No, dude. Thanks for giving me a platform for a moment.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you're able to stop by and come back.
No, man. I'm getting my energy up, but no, dude, stuff like this, because us talking like this, you're gonna have a conversation with somebody else. I'm gonna have conversations with other people.
That's right.
We'll talk about it. This is community building.
Yeah, man.
This is grassroots.
That's right.
This is all those people saying, what are people doing? We're doing.
Adam, pleasure. Take it easy, Adam. What's the pup's name? Charles. All right, man. Take it easy. Take it easy, Adam. I'll take that all day. Oh man. Good stuff.